JFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial, all day, every day. Eagle 102 KJFM Radio. Area high school baseball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to Wallace Memorial Park in Louisiana. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram, getting ready for an EMO conference battle this afternoon as the Louisiana Bulldogs, 5-10 on the season, welcome in the 0-11 Van Far Indians. Van Far has struggled to say the least this season, Maddie, averaging just over 2 runs a game. And in high school baseball, that's not going to get you close to many victories.
No, I think that Van Far's kept themselves in some games, but they're not scoring the runs to win those games. And so I think that today would be a really good matchup against Louisiana, especially with Louisiana having a couple players out and some players moved around. This may be a good chance for Van Far to pick up their first win of the season.
And I think we're getting a varsity debut. Don't quote me on that, but Siler Feldworth will be on the bump today for Louisiana, and that's something you can do when you're confident that your offense can put up the runs to cover someone making their first start.
Yeah, and I think that Louisiana's done a very good job of putting runs on the board this year. I think we were just talking before the game about them playing North Callaway, which is a very good conference opponent, and they put quite a few runs on the board. So I look for them to do that today as well.
Yep, Louisiana, after a 3-game win streak, have lost back-to-back games. We'll talk more about that and about these two teams when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
At Wallace Park, getting ready for the Louisiana Bulldogs and the Van Far Indians this afternoon. Van Far 0-11 on the season. Their most recent game was a 17-2 setback at Silex. Before that, they were no-hit by Bowling Green in a 5-0 game. You heard that one right here on KJFM. Louisiana, they won 3 in a row, starting with a game here on KJFM against Highland. Then they beat Community in South Shelby, but they've suffered back-to-back losses, an 11-8 matchup against North Callaway, a game that was tied in the later innings, and then they lost 12-6 to Montgomery County, who's playing better baseball as of late. But these two teams, Van Far averaging just over 2 runs a game, like I said, while giving up almost 13 runs on average per 7 innings. And Louisiana, they're scoring 5.3 while giving up 6.7. Really, I mean, they're a team that's in a lot of ball games. I think their record could be 8-9 wins at this point in the season if it weren't for some tough luck and against North Callaway, an odd injury that actually cost them not only a player but a couple of runs in the process.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the biggest things, that baseball is so weird and unpredictable, and Louisiana just could be, 500. Just like I think that Van Far, if they come out and they play their best game, they could probably pick up a few more runs and not be that 0-11. It just depends on the day and depends on who's out there and who's playing their best.
And Van Far will send out the same pitcher we saw against Bowling Green, Latrell Wright, to start the ball game. He had really good stuff in that game. Me and Jim were broadcasting, but you were there and saw what he was able to do on top of the hill. He was able to hit his spots, change speeds, and work in a couple of different pitches.
Yeah, I watched him earlier in the season, probably that first week of baseball, and then I watched him whenever you guys were there as well, and he consistently throws well. I think that he gets in his own head a little bit at times, which kind of pulls him out of those ball games, but if he can stay in it and he can, attack those batters, I think that Van Far is going to have a better chance at a win today.
Yeah, you want to try and be selective against Latrell Wright, get deep in the count, and that's where he starts to tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, he can move the ball well. He puts it on their hands, and he really throws to hitters' weaknesses, and I think that really showed when he played Bowling Green and he pitched against Bowling Green. He did very well. I mean, 5 runs, that's impressive.
Yeah, they weren't all earned also, so not all on the arm of Latrell Wright in that 5-0 loss. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look at our keys to the game after this on KJFM.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
I think a key for both these teams is to be selective at the dish. Louisiana facing Wright. We mentioned it a little bit. Take some pitches, get them deep into counts. And for Van Far, you're up against an inexperienced pitcher in Feldworth. That's hard to say for me because the Feldworths, all they do is pitch and play baseball. So if you can kind of get him stuck in that moment a little bit, make him throw some pitches, I think they're going to be better off here today.
Yeah, and if you take into consideration that he is a new kid on the mound, and those nerves are there. So Van Far, you want to jump out early and try to get a lead. But, just on the opposite side, Louisiana needs to be able to be selective at the plate and make good decisions and try to score some runs today, because if not, it could be a really close game.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll check our starting lineups for you next on KJFM.
Hello, this is Mary Millen with Community State Bank of Missouri. Spring is here, and now is the perfect time to make those needed home improvements with a home equity line of credit from Community State Bank of Missouri. Stop by and visit with one of our loan officers today. They will help guide you through the HELOC process. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups, first we'll start with the visiting Van Far Indians. Coach Tom Roth puts out this lineup. They'll lead it off with the pitcher, number 13, Latrell Wright. Then the catcher, number 2, Gage Gibson. Shortstop bats third, number 1, Nikos Conaway. In the cleanup spot is the first baseman, number 30, Dayton Sanders. Then the second baseman, number 18, Adam McCurdy. Batting sixth is the left fielder, number 15, Parker Hall. Then the DH, number 8, Brandon Eoff. He's in the 7th spot. Number 8 spot belongs to the center fielder, number 10, Trevor Winders. And batting ninth is number 9, the right fielder, Jace Gaw. Flexing, I guess, at third base is number 22, Morgan Rigo. So, again, the batting order goes Wright, Gibson, Conaway, Sanders, McCurdy, Hall, Eoff, Winders, and Gaw for the Van Far Indians. And for the Louisiana Bulldogs, they'll sound out a lineup that starts with the shortstop, number 1, Will Shepard. Batting second is the center fielder, number 4, Kenny McCormick. Then the right fielder, number 16, Ryan Capps. Cleanup spot belongs to third baseman, number 19, Riley Perrine. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 24, Ryan Langley. Then the left fielder, number 25, Jordan Luck. In the 7th spot is the pitcher, number 15, Siler Felderworth. Batting eighth is the second baseman, number 7, Sheldon Sylvie. And batting ninth is the catcher, number 8, Gavin Crabtree. So again, Coach Ryan Griffin's lineup goes Shepard, McCormick, Capps, Perrine, Langley, Luck, Felderworth, Sylvie, and Crabtree. Is it always windy at Wallace Memorial Park? It seems like whenever we're here, we get the wind gust noises going here before a baseball game. At least it's not incredibly cold this time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like it was last time we were out here against Highland. That thing. That was painful that day.
Yeah.
Here against the Cougars, but a good outcome that day for the Bulldogs, and we'll see what they've got here today in an EMO matchup against the Van Far Indians. Those are our starting lineups. We'll come back with first pitch in just minutes on KJFM.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing and the Mercantile Bank.
An extended fielding warm-up for the Van Far Indians as we're about 3 minutes from the scheduled first pitch here at Wallace Park, and they're still out there taking infield and outfield. And that's a little odd.
A few extra reps today.
Yeah. So that'll delay our start most likely because they go through full introductions here at Louisiana, and then of course the national anthem. As Coach Roth just cannot get the pop-ups right today.
No.
Either too short or way over everyone's head.
Yeah, or a line drive over someone's head.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, you could hear a couple of them coming off his bat. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's got some muscle on him, and There's another one he's going to send way out into the outfield. But just looking at this Louisiana team a little bit, not a whole lot of power. Just one home run this season, 22 stolen bases, though. So they like to get things moving. We saw some hit and run action against Highland a couple of weeks ago, and they just like to get out there and go. You wouldn't think that. They've got some big guys out there. You would think they would be a power team, but they play in a huge park here at home. So that's going to limit their power numbers significantly.
Yeah. But aggressive base running is always a really good thing to have, especially because if you just put the ball in play, somebody's going to be running always, and that's how you score runs, and that's how you pounce on teams when they least expect it.
Opponent batting average, or their team batting average, just under 200. Their ERA as a team, 4.85, which is pretty good for a high school baseball. And their fielding percentage over 900. We've seen a couple of lapses in the games that we've covered, but overall, a pretty solid defense for Louisiana.
Yeah, I think a lot of those errors probably came from early in the season, too, because the last few times that we've seen them play, they haven't had those errors that we're talking about. So
and that was probably those early season errors maybe cost them a game or two in the win-loss column, and it's nice to see that they've tightened that up a little bit.
I think that Bowling Green game was, I think, the first game that we broadcasted and we were here for, and I think that that'd be a good matchup now later in the season when Louisiana is in full swing and ready to go, and see how they'd match up now.
Maybe we're somewhere down the line. They might find each other once again. But as far as regular season matchups go, that's the one in the books.
Yep.
You don't see multiple matchups anymore. I remember when I played, it seemed like we were playing the same team, every 3-4 days. But different conference, different time. Now there's a whole lot more teams in conferences, a lot more travel, and you get in what you can get in.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, as infield keeps going for Van Far, we'll take another break, come back, hopefully first pitch just a couple minutes away here on KJFM.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/get-rewards and apply today. Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall at Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Your area sports leader, Eagle 102, gives you the best coverage of high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, I can say that the warm-up is finally over. They just got off the field. Now the head coaches are exchanging lineup cards at home plate, going over the ground rules, which is quite an undertaking here at Louisiana. What do we have? 3 different levels of fence, a hill to talk about, a tree that comes over the field. So there's a lot to talk about here at Wallace Memorial Park. It's one of the most unique high school fields in our area, at least.
Home runs are impossible.
The only, I think I've maybe seen 3 go out in baseball over the last 20 years of broadcasting high school sports, but most of the time you need a softball, a slow pitch softball to knock it out of here. I've seen more than a few of those go over my head, especially here at Wallace Park playing YMCA League. But let's go over the defense for the Bulldogs as we wait for things to get set. Across the outfield, it's Luck in left, McCormick in center, and Caps in right. Breen's the third baseman, Will Shepard the shortstop, Sheldon Sylvies at second base, and Langley over there at first. Crabtree behind the plate, and Feldworth will do the pitching here to start the ball game off for the Louisiana Bulldogs. 5-10 for the Bulldogs, 0-11 for Van Far. They continue to discuss the ground rules here, and we'll take a break. Hopefully we'll have everyone introduced and the national anthem played, and we'll be ready for baseball finally here between Louisiana and Van Far when we come back on KJFM.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 can be found on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Oh, wishful thinking. Introductions have not been completed on the field as I guess they do it up big. It's like opening day every day here. All we're missing is the Clydesdales going around the outside of the field. But
an alumni.
Yeah, exactly. Let's bring out every living Louisiana alumni. And
if you played Louisiana baseball, please come to the field now.
Every night, yeah. But no, they make the kids feel special. It's nice how they do things here at Louisiana. But we'll take a break. They're about to play the national anthem. We'll have baseball for you next on KJFM.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is the Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Teams are on the field. Anthem has been played. Introductions have been made, and we're ready for baseball here between Louisiana and Van Far at Wallace Memorial Park. Baseball this week brought to you by Aloha Woodfire Pizza, Bowling Green Lumber, and Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace here on the radio 102.1 KJFM, KJFMradio.com, on your Alexa-enabled device, on the KJFM app.
We've got it all.
Yeah, everywhere. And Feldworth completing his warm-up tosses. Looks like he's been a little high with most things so far, but has some velocity.
Been around the strike zone, though.
Yeah, he has. And he'll get 2 more tosses, I believe, and we'll be ready to start this ball game again. For the Indians, it'll be Wright, Gibson, and Conaway. If anyone gets on, Sanders will bat in the cleanup spot. Then Mccurdy, Hall, Eoff, Winders, and Gaw. That's how the lineup goes for the Indians. And one of the most colorful home plate umpires around will be calling balls and strikes today.
He's a fun one. I like him. He had a good softball strike zone, so I'm assuming he's the same for baseball.
Exactly. I haven't seen too much of him this year. Of course, it seems like we see Ed everywhere we go.
Yeah.
But
Ed Martinson's been around quite a bit this year. I think almost every game that I've actually been at, whether I'm broadcasting or reporting, he's been there.
And I'm sure he'll do a full Corey League schedule this year. He must be, looking for a new vehicle or something. He's working a lot.
Lots of work.
All right, Latrell Wright will dig in for the Indians to the right-hand batter's box. He wears number 13 on the back of that Van Far uniform. Not superstitious at all, huh?
No, not at all.
We're finally ready for some baseball at 5:10, so 10 minutes behind the advertised start time here from Wallace Memorial Park. And the first pitch from Skylar Feldworth is hit into left field. Coming in on it is Locke, but it'll bounce in front of him twice. Has a little trouble with it. And it's a leadoff hit for Latrell Wright. So first pitch swinging, and he gets on board.
It was a great job by Latrell Wright there because, you want to jump on things early, but you don't want to not swing at your pitch, and that was definitely something that looked like he could get his hands through it, and that was his pitch. Good start to the game.
He'll take a lead off first as Feldworth comes set and pitches from the stretch. Runner going. Lost his landing spot there, did Feldworth, and a no throw as he slipped and the ball went right into the ground. So 1-0 to Gage Gibson. So now runner at second base. And Van Far has something going. He'll take third.
Wright is just playing with Feldworth here. I think that he's taking advantage of having that seniority over him and trying to play games with him.
Well, he's taken 2 bases.
Good reads, though.
The next is nubbed foul by Gibson. And the count of 1-1. Crabtree gathered the ball back in, now takes his position back behind home plate. Feldworth kicks and delivers. This one is hit off the end of the bat. Feldworth makes the catch, throw back to third, and back in safely is Wright.
Very heads-up play from Feldworth. He got over there really quickly and knew exactly where the runner was, which is one of the best things that you can do as a pitcher. Fired it over to third and almost got Wright.
So 1 down now. And the batter will be Nikos Conaway. He'll bat from the left-hand side. Conaway ready, Felderworth ready. The kick. And the pitch taken up high. He was showing bunt, pulled back. Luttrell dancing on that third base line. Van Far looking to strike first here. Something they haven't been able to do much this season, as this one is grounded back to the pitcher. Throw to first. They get the out there. Wright will score. He didn't look him back. Went right to first. So it's an RBI ground out and a 1-0 Van Far lead.
And that was a great job by Nikos Conaway, especially as a freshman, hitting in a 3-hole there. He knew he had to get the run in, and so he put the ball in play and picked up an RBI there.
So 2 down. And the batter will be Dayton Sanders. First pitch to Sanders is in the dirt, 1-0. Crabtree went out to block it and missed, and it hit the home plate umpire. 2 away, 1-0 Van Far. Sanders digs back in, all the way back in the right-hand batter's box. The next pitch from Felderworth is grounded to third. Up with it is Perrine, long throw across, and he got him by plenty at first base. So Van Far gets a run across. A leadoff hit by Wright. He steals a couple bases, comes across on the ground out by Conaway, and it's 1-0 after a half inning on KJFM.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and all parts.
So after a half inning, a 1-0 lead for the Van Far Indians, and as they take the field, we'll set up the defense for you. Across the outfield, it's Hull in left, Winters in center, and Gone right. Here he goes to third baseman, Conaway at short, Mccurdy at second base, and Sanders over at first. Gibson behind the plate, and Luttrell taking his warm-up tosses ahead of this bottom of the first inning. So he looked good against Bowling Green the other day. Gave up 5. I think 3 of them were earned.
He did a really great job of keeping people on their toes and not expecting the same pitch twice. Moved the ball around really well.
And he'll face Shepard, who's been hitting the ball well, McCormick, and then Camps in this revamped Louisiana offense. Shepard is a hard player to pitch to because he's got some pop. You know, he's got gap power, but he's also so small that you have to come right to him or else it's going to be called a ball.
And then when he gets on, he flies around the bases.
Yes, he does.
Every time that I've watched him play, I think he's stolen a base or made his way around the bases pretty quickly. So, very good player, hard to throw to.
And he'll be the first to face Luttrell Wright here this afternoon. Again, Shepard, McCormick, Camps, Perrine, Langley, Luck, Felderworth, Sylvie, and Crabtree, the Bulldog lineup today as they look for win number 6 against the winless Van Far Indians. So it looks like Wright is ready. Not sure what the delay is here. Oh, there's still a ball flying around the outfield. That's what it is. As it makes his way to the dugout now, we're ready for some baseball, and Luttrell still had his sunglasses on, so he has to run those to the dugout, and just kind of an odd start to this game today.
Pretty slow start altogether. Especially for a Friday, you know? Like, I'm thinking Friday game, let's be energetic, let's get it going.
Yeah.
But they're kind of being
quick on, quick off.
Yeah.
They're in a Sunday afternoon.
We're playing baseball mood.
Yeah. So, Shepard finally digs in. And he looks to start things off for Louisiana. The first pitch from Luttrell Wright. to the plate, fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Baseball on KJFM this week brought to you by Connie Market in Vandalia, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, and Peachtree Farms. Shepard sporting a .290 average this season, 3 RBIs. As this one's grounded to the third baseman, backhanded by Rigo, throw across, high, and he got back down on the bag. Sanders, a great job going up there getting that and coming back down in perfect position.
Great play from Rigo, though. He had to move to the line and get to that ball pretty quickly and fire across and try to get Shepard, and he did, and he got him in time. Just a little bit lower throw, and that'd make that close play less close.
Well, he had to hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not set his feet the way he wanted to get the throw across on the speedy runner, and now a strike taken by Kenny McCormick. And he's behind 0-1. The next to Kenny, up high, evens things up 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the center fielder today for the Bulldogs as he has to scoot out of the way of that one. And he goes ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike.
The way he jumped upwards rather than backwards was my favorite part of that.
Yeah, he was just doing low strike called, evens the count at 2-2.
Now he's got to swing.
Exactly. The next from Latrell Wright is grounded back up the middle over the pitcher's mound to the shortstop. And Conaway's throw to Sanders in plenty of time, and the first 2 have been retired for Louisiana.
It's a really nice play from Conaway. He made it look really easy. He had to come up and charge that ball from right behind the mound and fire over across the diamond, and he made it look easy, made it look clean. Really nice play.
If there were a power source in this Louisiana lineup, it would be Capps, and he's the batter right now with the bases empty and 2 down, and that one is missing up high for ball 1. Good crowd here. Got some black and gold in the stands on this side. That one misses high as well.
People are continuing to roll in, too.
Yes,
Quite a
they
few
are.
people.
The 2-0 pitch is crushed into right field and misjudged by the right fielder, Gaw. He'll have to track it down as it got over his head, and in with a slide is Capps, and it's a 2-out double for the right fielder from the Bulldogs.
Cap sat back on that pitch and really drove his hands through. That was a really nice line drive, and unfortunately, the first step in the outfield's always back. And Gaw made that first step coming in. It's just kind of a rookie mistake, and it happens, but that's what got Ryan Capps to there.
So the batter now will be Riley Perrine. Perrine digs into the right-hand batter's box. And the pitch is off the end of the bats to the third baseman. Rigo up with it, throw across offline, and safe at first. He never got his foot back down, and there's going to be runners at the corners now with 2 down.
He was really close there. He put his foot right in front of the bag where he thought that he had stepped on it, but he didn't. He didn't get his foot down.
Now the pitcher wants a appeal to home. And I'm not sure what the appeal would be for. If he tagged him, maybe?
I think Latrell had said that he had stepped on the bag.
Well, the field umpire would be the only one that had the angle on that, because it would have been his back foot. And they're still talking about it.
Even Dustin Green is over there kind of chiming in.
So the call stands. Perrine is safe at first, and Langley will be the batter. Number 5 batter in this order as Louisiana tries a 2-out rally to tie this ball game. The only one to hit the ball really hard was Capps. He's standing at third base. Runner goes from first, and he's in scoring position. So now runners in second and third with 2 outs. Pitch was a strike to Langley, and he digs back in for another. He's looking to go opposite field, just judging by his stance. And he takes that one low and in. Breen at second. Camps at third. 2 outs. 1-0 game. Van Far leads it. And that's pitch. Called a strike.
A little high in the zone.
1-2 the count. Or did he call it a ball? I'm not sure.
I think that he calls it a ball because he just put his hand sideways. There.
That one
that's
called a strike.
2-2.
So he's giving him low but not high.
Yep. He's doing some sort of gesture that kind of looks like you would call it a strike. But
Yeah.
he's just gesturing that the ball is too high, I think.
That one way too high, and the count goes full. With Jordan Luck on deck.
3-2. We don't want to walk him here.
The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. First base is open. Instead of tagging him, they throw to first. And it gets away.
Oh, no.
Was he out of the baseline? I'm not sure. The play at first, he's out. The run will not count. He was halfway back to the dugout. I'm not sure what anyone was thinking right there. But it works out for Van Far in the end. Louisiana strands runners at second and third and still trail Van Far 1-0 as we head to the second inning on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Mert BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mertbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the second inning here at Wallace Memorial Park, and what a wild end to that bottom of the first inning, as Louisiana had runners at second and third, a drop third strike. The batter went to his knee on the swing and miss, and instead of just tagging him, they threw to first, threw over the first baseman into the outfield, but the batter had started toward the dugout, so he was still thrown out from the outfield by about 5 steps.
Exactly, and that was the biggest part of it was, Gibson was behind the plate. He had fielded that ball that went into the dirt after he had dropped it. He could have just tagged Langley, and instead he threw down to first base, and he was running when he threw it, and he just threw it over the bag.
A very interesting way to end the bottom of the first inning, and Van Far lucky to still be leading this ball game, because that could have been 2 runs very easily for the Louisiana Bulldogs, and we'll see if that comes back to haunt them as we go to the second inning. And the batter will be Adam Mccurdy. Mccurdy is the second baseman. Pretty big second baseman.
That's what I was thinking. He looks like third baseman to me.
And the first pitch to him is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Crabtree for strike 1. And there's a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2.
Looks like he's kind of having some trouble catching up with that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Hands are pretty slow.
Felderworth gave up a leadoff hit last inning, as that's called strike 3. And the first out and the first strikeout of the afternoon for Felderworth. Gave up that leadoff hit to Wright, who stole second, stole third, and then scored on a ground out. And that's how we get a 1-0 lead for the Van Far Indians as Parker Hull, the left fielder, digs in. His first at bat of the afternoon.
And they're sending him back to the dugout for something.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he maybe had an illegal bat or something. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. He put something down, it looked like.
I don't know if it was a batting glove or what. I don't know. I'm not sure. Interesting. He's ready again. And the pitch from Felderworth on its way. And that's taken low and away for ball one. That pitch just missed, correct?
Yeah, just missed. It's a little high in the zone, and we just talked about that last inning. He's not calling those high pitches right now.
That one called a strike, and the count goes to 1-1 or 2-1.
2-1.
Sorry, I'm dealing with an issue, off-air issue. Simultaneous, and there's a strike called, 2-2.
Felderworth is really coming down on those pitches, which is helping him get more velocity, find the strike zone better. And those ones where he's sitting at the top of the zone, not as much velocity and not being called strikes.
That one just misses, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the left-hand hitting Parker Hull. Felderworth will have to come after him here. The pitch up high, and he walked him. Second base runner for the Van Far Indians. So he files his first strikeout with a walk. And that'll bring in Brandon Eoff. He's the designated hitter.
And this is really where Felderworth wants to attack. The bottom of the lineup, you have one out currently. We don't want to put these other kids on. The bottom of the lineup is where he should be attacking.
Felderworth looks at that runner. He kicks and delivers. Slipped again. The ball goes back to the screen. The runner was going the wrong way, back toward first base, and I'll have to stay there.
Not a good read on that pitch. I mean, it was in the dirt far too early to still be standing at first.
Yeah, it probably hit about
midway.
Yeah, say 10, 15 feet in front of the plate. 1-0 the count. The next is a strike called. Runner down to second and in with a stolen base.
That works out for him.
A little bit better read on that pitch.
Just a little bit.
And the count even at 1-1. He'll take his lead off of second. Felderworth ready. And a step off and back in. Diving on top of the bag is Parker Hull. One and one the count. He comes set. And now a spin move back, and he's got him picked off. On his way to third, and he'll tag him out. Good play by Sylvie. Don't put the ball in the air if you don't have to. Erased is the runner, and there's 2 away.
Just looked like Hull got kind of stuck in like quicksand or something. As soon as Felderworth turned around, he was done for. And so that was a really good play for the Bulldogs and a good way to get out of this inning.
At least out of the current trouble. They still need one more out. And the next pitch is on the corner for strike 2. Eoff. I've seen a couple of batters do this over the past several years. He doesn't have his hands together on the bat.
I've seen a lot of people do it too. I don't know how I feel about it.
Little excuse me swing, protection swing, and the pitcher will go back and catch that pop-up as Felderworth had a nice beat on it and able to squeeze it home for the third out. So Van Far gets a base runner with a walk, loses him as he's picked off second, strikeout and a pop-out, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. Still 1-0. Van Far leads Louisiana on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61 Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Your most complete coverage of area high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
To the bottom of the second we go. Louisiana comes up trailing Van Far 1-0. And it's going to be Luck, Felderworth, and Sylvie. Baseball on Eagle 102 brought to you this week by Sun Window Company, La Crosse Lumber in Vandalia, and Airco Convenience Centers. Luck was in the on-deck circle when all the shenanigans ended the bottom of the first inning for Louisiana.
Yeah, he may have had an at-bat.
And an RBI opportunity. But as it stands, Van Far was able to get that out in a roundabout way and still hold a 1-0 lead as we go into inning number 2, the bottom half. Van Far's pitcher Wright was pretty good. He got the first 2 out. Then Caps got a solid base hit. Mm-hmm. Then a very close play on a weak grounder on the infield. Pulled the pulled the first baseman off the bag. So they had 2 aboard. Ended up stealing a base, put 2 in scoring position. But a strikeout, drop third strike, an overthrow, and then an outfield assist. Resulted in the third out.
One.
Yeah.
It was tough to watch. Tough to score, too.
So it'll be Luck leading things off. He's the left fielder. Wears number 25. And steps into the right-hand batter's box. He's ready. Luttrell back on top of the hill. And the first pitch of this bottom of the second inning is swung on and missed. Big cut there from Jordan Luck.
Good pitch from Wright, though, attacking the zone and getting on top of batters is what's going to help him stay in this game.
0-1. Popped up and out of play behind the Van Far dugout, and Pat Conaway will chase that down. The Van Far head basketball coach.
And Mr. Foul Ball Chaser in the spring.
Is that an official title?
I think so.
That one missed up high. A ball and 2 strikes to Jordan Luck. 1-2 on its way to the plate, and the curveball just misses. 2-2. Yeah, I think the home plate umpire, he calls everything with the same hand.
Yeah. He's gotten into the habit of that.
Swing and a miss. Ball bounces. Picked up by the Van Far catcher, and this throw is in time. It was off the foul side, but Sanders able to go get it and then tap his foot twice on the bag just to make sure this time. So 1 away. And the batter will be Siler Felderworth. He wears number 15. And the first pitch he sees is right down central for strike 1. Felderworth and then Sylvie. This one is lifted into right field, and it will get down and stay fair. Lost it behind the Van Far dugout, and he is going to try for the triple. No, he's not. He dives back into second base. It's a lead or a 1-out double for Felderworth as he just stuck the bat out there, went with the pitch to the opposite field.
I thought he could have got 3 on that.
If he would have, wouldn't have stopped at second momentarily before trying for it, but second double for the Bulldogs today, and this one comes with 1 out, and it'll be Sylvie, the batter. So he looks to move him over, and that one almost went back to the screen. A nice job coming out by Gibson there to catch that. Prevent the extra base. 1-0 the count. The next from right, he wasn't even looking. Threw that behind the batter. Sheldon Sylvie almost looked like Bryce Harper on there.
Oh no.
That was a sight the other night.
Yeah, especially 2 pitches in a row.
Yeah.
That one in the dirt. 3-0 to Sylvie.
Can only imagine what was going through Cabrera's head at that moment.
I can't believe that McCutcheon even got in the batter's box after that, let alone stood in there and got a game-winning hit. And a 4-pitch walk to Sylvie, and now there's runners at first and second with just 1 out. Louisiana wasn't interested in doing any running with 1 aboard. Let's see if they pull the double steal with Crabtree digging in. Gavin ready. Right ready, and the pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Crabtree looking for a boost there in the bottom of the order for Louisiana, and that one called a strike, low and away. Throw got away momentarily. Conway picks it up and returns it to his pitcher. 0-2 to Crabtree. Room on the line if he hits a ground ball, and now a step off for Latrell Wright. Big hole as they hold both runners on. So if he hits it to the opposite field, he can run for a while, and that one misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Top of the order waiting in the wings. If Crabtree can avoid the double play. Outside again, 2-2.
I think that Latrell Wright hasn't kept his eye off of the runner since they've gotten on. And some of his pitches, I think he's really throwing looking back at second base.
Yep. The first base was occupied. Both runners will advance, but Crabtree is out at first. That's the second out. So again, runners at second and third with 2 outs. For Louisiana. But we're back to the top of the order now for Shepard.
Chance to pick up an RBI.
First pitch to him, he grounded to third his first time up, and it gets away. Runners stay put. Shepard was saying, come on home, and Felderworth was saying, no, I'm going back to this base.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, there's not much foul room here.
No.
The 1-0 from Wright to Shepard. Pine back to the screen off of Gibson's glove, right back to him, however. And it's 2-0. If I were Wright at 2-0, that one's fouled. Maybe the situation changes a little bit here. But I'd say put him on first and deal with Kenny McCormick.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
With the force at any base then?
Yeah, and I mean, McCormick had a ground ball to shortstop last time, and it was just a slow roller, so get an out and get out of the situation.
That one misses, and it's 3-1. The next to Will Shepard. Fouled back, and the count goes full. Big cut there from number 1. The leadoff hitter, Will Shepard. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at second and third. The pitch from Latrell Wright is crushed foul. Ryan Griffin in the third base box put his hand up like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And he'll send Caps down the line to fish that ball.
You would have needed to grown like 5 feet for that one.
And put on a glove because that one.
That would have hurt.
Yeah. Reaching, grounds it to the third baseman. He'll throw across. He could have tagged the runner, and he is safe at first, and this game is tied. Oh, reach back there and tag Sylvie. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
And it would have beat the runner going home, too. And instead, it's an infield hit.
And that just keeps you out there longer. And, you know, you're trying to get a lot of innings and a lot of pitching out of Wright today. And it's really hard to do that when you're making defensive mental errors. It wasn't a physical error. It was a mental error.
Runner will go off first and take second. So, again, runners at second and third, and the pitch to McCormick was in the dirt. Kenny digs back in. He wears number 4. The next, up high. And the count goes to 2-0. Runner at third is Sylvie. Runner at second is Shepard. And that pitch called a strike. Or did he call it high?
He called it high.
Okay. 3-0. Got to stick with this home plate umpire. The 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. Kind of handcuffed his catcher a little bit, but got the call anyway. Look how big of a lead Shepard is taking with the pitch. That's strike 2, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. McCormick digs back in. Right comes set, and the pitch. Hit out of play over the Van Far dugout down the right field line.
And the good thing about Shepard having that lead is the ball's in play, he's scoring.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got 2 runs instead of 1, and that's a very good base running skill that he has out there.
Outside, and the bases are loaded now for the most dangerous hitter in the Louisiana lineup, Caps. No place to put him here with 2 outs. He's already doubled, yeah. Over the right fielder. He's playing a little bit deeper this time. First pitch to Caps. Oh, he had a big cut at that one. Fouled it back to the screen. 0-1. Louisiana's tied it here with 2 outs, looking to take their first lead of the ball game. All knotted at 1 right now. The next from Latrell Wright. Back to the screen and takes an odd hop. Everyone's going to advance. That one waited all the way to first base, and Louisiana takes a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, that hit one of those metal poles behind home plate, hit off, ricocheted down the first baseline, and I'm surprised that Shepard wasn't halfway to home at that point.
Exactly. 2-1. Runners at second and third now. And you put Caps on in this situation. 1-1 the count. In the dirt. That one stays close to the plate. 2-1.
The thing here is you don't want to be too fine, but you also don't want to serve something up to Caps.
Exactly.
And so that leads to maybe an unwanted walk, like an unintentional but intentional walk.
Yeah, exactly. The I don't want to mess with you walk.
Yeah.
There's a strike called. And the count at 3-2. Caps digs back in. And the next pitch on its way, and that one misses up high. Actually, that was the 2-2 pitch, now a 3-2 pitch. Right ready. And the payoff is fouled out of play. Look out.
An interesting pitch for Caps to swing at there. He really had to go after that. He almost had to step on home plate to swing at that ball. He must have really wanted it. Must have been his pitch, but that could have been ball 4, and we could have been to the next batter.
Exactly. He wants the opportunity, I think. He wants the big hit here today, and this one off the end of the bat and nubbed foul. And Camps will do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runners at second and third. Louisiana has scored twice. Another payoff, and that misses inside, and it's bases loaded again with the walk.
At first, I thought the umpire was calling it a strike. He did stick his hand out to the side like he has been for a strike, but it was a flat palm rather than the fingers.
No one wants the fingers.
No.
That one misses. Oh, called a strike low and away on the first pitch to Riley Perrine. 0-1. That one a little too far outside as Wright kind of dropped down into a 3/4 there. Almost sidearm. 1-1. This one grounded to the shortstop. Backhanded by Conaway, and he throws it away. 1 run in. Here comes McCormick with another. And it's 4-1 Louisiana. Air on Nikos.
Nikos had time to throw that ball to second base. It wasn't a rushed throw, and It shouldn't have been a rush,
No.
though, but Heath rushed it himself and ended up, putting 2 more runs on the board with that.
And out to talk about things is the Van Far head coach, Tom Roth. And just unearned runs have beat up Van Far this afternoon, just like against Bowling Green the other day. They had a 1-0 lead coming into this half inning. Now trail by 3. And the inning's not over. And we're going to have a pitching change. Right? We'll remove the starter Wright, and we'll see. Is it going to be Conway coming in to pitch?
Nikos Conway's coming in to pitch.
So as Nikos warms up, we'll take a break. Pitching change, still in the bottom of the second inning, 4-1 Louisiana on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall at Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
So Nikos Conway, the new pitcher for the Van Far Indians in relief of Latrell Wright. And Ayers have cost Van Far dearly in this one. They had a 1-0 lead coming into this half inning, and Louisiana has scored 4 times with 2 outs, and it's all because of Ayers so far. None of those runs are earned.
Yeah, but still a lot of time to come back for Van Far, unless Louisiana continues to put the nail in the coffin, then it just makes it really hard, and those errors are going to cost them.
So the batter will be Langley in the number 5 spot, the first to see Nikos, and a strike called. The runner will take second, Perrine. So now runners at second and third again. It seems like we've had that all afternoon. The 0-1. Called strike 2 as he caught the corner.
Umpires seem to widen the strike zone just a little bit there.
That's where you take it to the opposite field. 0-2. That one bounces in. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count. So Conway and Wright just switched spots. Latrell's now the shortstop. 1-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs. Runners at second and third, and that one fouled back to the screen. Got under it a bit.
Conway's around the zone, though, and that's a really nice relief, especially coming out from Latrell Wright. He was a little flustered, as he should be, some errors, some things not going his way. But when he gets that way, he starts to lose focus, and he loses focus of the zone.
This one chopped to the shortstop, and the runner is going to be out. There was a collision between Wright and Perrine, and that is an automatic out, and that'll end the inning. Boy, we've had some weird endings to innings in this ball game already, and we're only heading to the third inning now. 4-1, Louisiana leads Van Far on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
What a ball game we've had already here at Wallace Memorial Park as Van Far started off the game pretty well, scoring within 3 batters as Wright led off the game with a hit, stole second, stole third, came in on a Nikos Conaway ground out. And that lead stands until the bottom of the 4th when errors just kill Van Far. They got the first couple outs and then an odd play. Couple of odd plays result in 3 more runs for the Louisiana Bulldogs, or all 4 runs for Louisiana coming unearned against the starter Wright, but he is on the hook for the loss as he's now been relieved by Conaway.
Yeah, it's just been a weird game. Like we said, it's kind of started late. The whole energy with the game is kind of laid back, but there's still those errors and those different things that are kind of contributing to that weird game, but still kind of pretty intense game where it's going back and forth quite a bit here.
Hats off to Conaway to shake off that error. You know, after the error, he moves from shortstop to pitcher, and he goes out there and throws strikes.
Yeah, and I think that, like, watching him play basketball, watching him this season in baseball, he just seems like a very level-headed athlete where he's like, I've made a mistake, but I still have to move on. And I think that just shows a lot about his character. It'll be nice to watch him over the next 3 more years after this.
Definitely. Our coverage of high school baseball on KJFM brought to you this week by Karen's Catering, Mike Lubrecht Excavating, and Jackson's Automotive and Wrecker Service. And for the Van Far Indians, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Winders, Gaw, and Wright. Felderworth back out there for his 3rd inning of work. And this one is grounded to the second baseman. Sylvie with it on a hop. Throw over to first in plenty of time to get the leadoff hitter, Winders. That'll bring us to Jace Gaw.
Good start to the inning for the Bulldogs, especially after scoring 4 runs.
4 runs.
4 runs. 4 runs that inning. You know, coming back, you have to put the nail in the coffin. You have to not let them score or get on.
Can't give them a glimmer of hope. That one's fouled back to the screen by Gaw. And he's behind in the count 0-1. Felderworth got the ball back himself. Long back, walk back to the top of the hill. And from the full wind, he looks in for his sign. Now starts his delivery, and that one had the batter ducking out of the way and called inside. I think Gaw's reaction influenced that call a little bit. That was a pretty good pitch.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why did he duck like that?
1-1. And the next from Seiler is up high. 2 balls and a strike. First one retired on a ground out 4-3. Now the number 9 hitter and right fielder Jace Gaw in there for Louisiana, or for Van Far. That one misses low, and the count goes to 3-1. You don't want to walk the number 9 man.
No, especially coming up to the top with Wright in that 1 hole. He did some damage the last time he was at the plate. We don't want to see him do it again.
Swing and a miss, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases empty, and 1 out. Seiler Felderworth ready. Jace Gaw ready. Payoff pitch. And he walked him just a little bit high.
Umpire doesn't like that top of the zone.
No, he does not.
Not a bad pitch overall, and Felderworth's been around the plate. It's just a little high today, and on both sides, that's kind of how it's been. He's calling them pretty high, and he's not calling them strikes.
So back to the top of the order for the shortstop, Latrell Wright. 1 for 1. Set a step off, and crawling back into first base is Gaw. Latrell ready. He sent a ball to left field. his first time up. And the first pitch he sees is swung on and miss. Runner going, throw down a little bit late, and a stolen base for Jace Goss. So now a runner in scoring position.
Not a bad pop from Crabtree. I mean, throw was on the wrong side of the bag, but he got that ball and he got it down there. It was close, just not there, not on time.
What do they call that, pop rate or something like that? I saw Jim Edmonds talking about it for like 3 hours. This one's grounded to shortstop. Good play coming across, and he is safe at first now. A delayed take of third by Gaughan. There's runners at the corners. Boy, that was close at first base. That was all the speed of Latrell Wright.
You're thinking pop time.
Pop time, yeah.
Pop time.
Rate time, whatever. Jimmy talked about it incessantly.
I can only imagine.
So runners at the corners now with one out. Double play still gets you out of the inning. And the batter will be Gage Gibson. First pitch he sees from Feldworth, instead a step off, and Feldworth walked toward third. Every step he took, Wright took toward second base. But he stays put there at first. Runner is going off of first, and they'll let him have it. So runner's now at second and third with one out. Takes the double play out of order unless there's a line out.
Wright is really smart on the bases, and I think that a lot of that comes from experience, speed, knowing, being a pitcher, knowing what to look for.
Here comes another from Feldworth, and missed on the bunt. Was the first one a strike? I didn't see the call.
Yeah, we have 2 strikes on the batter.
0-2 to Gage Gibson. Runners take their leads off of second and third. Bigger lead off second than third. Neither of them being held on. Instead of step off, and back into third is Gaw. So he's holding them on with magic.
It's the look. That's what it is.
Here's a 2-strike pitch. Up high. And Gibson still down in the count 1-2. He'll dig around a little bit in that right-hand batter's box. In that number 2 position today as the Van Far catcher. There's strike 3 on the inside corner.
Caught him looking.
And that's the second out here in the top of the third inning. Not much pace to this game.
No.
That's for sure. Nikos Conaway will be the batter. He has an RBI today on a ground out. And his second at bat starts with a ball in the dirt. Bounced about 4 foot in front of home plate. And a 1-0 count. Lots of activity. We got some Corey League practices going on behind us.
Looks like they're getting their uniforms today.
Ooh,
It's uniform
exciting.
day.
That one misses up high. And it's 2-0 to Nikos. Feldworth. Long look in. Now comes set. Runners take their leads. And the pitch outside. He needs Sylvie to come in backdoor on Latrell Wright at second base.
Yeah.
Get him caught in a rundown because he's almost halfway to third.
He's really off the bag, just like we were talking a few innings ago. When you're off the bag that far, I think it was Shepard.
Shepard was calling
score.
for it.
Yeah.
And it's a walk to Conaway, and the bases are loaded.
Coach Griffin going out to talk to Feldworth.
So a conference on the mound with the youngster. And we'll see what results from this conversation. When Van Far talked, they ended up having a pitching change.
Did the switcheroo shortstop.
quick conversation this time as Griff goes back to the dugout. And everyone on the infield gives Felderworth a little encouragement here. The batter's going to be Dayton Sanders, the cleanup hitter.
And, sometimes that's needed, especially when somebody's a freshman and they're newer. You want to hear that your teammates believe in you, and sometimes that's all it takes to get that last out.
Sanders ready. He grounded out his first time up. And Seiler's first pitch to the cleanup man. Instead of check on that runner at second. And Sylvie did come in backdoor to try and hold him.
I think Latrell Wright was caught off guard with that. He's like, I've been almost at third base every time. What do you mean you're coming back here?
Shortens it up. Now he'll take a little walking lead. And the first pitch to Sanders is grounded to the shortstop. Little trouble with it there for Shepard, and everyone's going to be safe. One run comes in as Gaw crosses the plate, and it's 4-2.
Tough ball, though. I mean, Sanders hit that ball hard. It was almost in the 5-6 hole, and he had to get over there, right? Like, Shepard had to get over there. He had to field that ball off the lip as well. Mm-hmm. So that was a tough play. Good thing he knocked it down because that could have been more than one run.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving an infield hit on the play and an RBI for Sanders. Because I think even if he fields it cleanly at that point, everyone's going to be safe. Because you had Wright going from second to third. You didn't have a play at second, and there was no way you were going to throw across. Sanders is lifted for a pinch runner. The batter will be Adam Mccurdy. And now the home plate umpire going to come out and do a little sweeping of home plate.
Everyone's kind of going their own pace today.
Oh, my
Some
goodness.
people are going speedy. Some people are going fast. Umpire's going at his own pace.
Uh-huh. Felderworth with the bases loaded and a run in. And set a step off as he looks right back to the bag. Long look again. Now a pitch. Comes to the plate and a big swing and a miss by Adam Mccurdy.
Felderworth had Mccurdy last time on a looking strikeout. Let's see if he can do it again. I think if he attacks the zone, I remember Mccurdy having a few foul balls, getting his bat on the ball, but he froze him. Felderworth froze him for that looking strikeout.
Not sure how, but a wayward baseball had to be returned to the Louisiana dugout just now. Fouled to the screen, and it's quickly 0-2 to Mccurdy. The pinch runner will not turn around to show me his number. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the base is loaded.
Number 12.
Ryan Knoll. Yeah, there is a 3/4 swing and a miss, and held on to by Gavin Crabtree, and the side is retired. Van Far gets a run back, leaves the bases loaded, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bulldogs up 4-2 on Eagle 102.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school sports all season long on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Nikos Conaway back out on for his first full inning of work in relief of Latrell Wright. Pitched pretty well out of a jam last inning after Van Far gave up 4 runs, all unearned.
It's one of the toughest spots to come into, when there's bases loaded or even just 1 or 2 runners on. It doesn't matter. If you're having to pitch with somebody on and you have that pressure, maybe you're not warmed up as much as you'd like to be. Maybe your curveball isn't working right. Something along those lines, you could put those runs in pretty quick.
This game is crawling along as we're just in the bottom of the 3rd inning, getting ready to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're already an hour in as the throw goes down. And it'll be Luck to lead things off. Luck, Felderworth, and Sylvie. If anyone gets on, Crabtree will bat in that number 9 spot.
We did have a 10-minute delay to start our game.
Yeah, for extra warm-ups.
Extra warm-ups.
So Luck makes his way to the plate. The home plate umpire finds his mask. And Nikos delivers, and that one's popped up. Off the top of the backstop. 0-1 the count.
Luck struck out last time off Latrell right.
Nikos looks in and delivers, no 1 pitch, and this one is lifted behind second base. The right fielder coming in, and he makes the catch. Does Goff for the first out.
He camped out underneath that one and secured that ball, and he wasn't letting anything get past him this time.
His step in worked out for him this time, and the batter is going to be Siler Felderworth. Pitcher against pitcher here in the number 7 spot, and a strike called on the outside corner. That ball is almost unhittable where it's being called a strike. The 0-1. 0-2 as he fouls it back. Ball up in his eyes. Base is empty, 1 out. To the Louisiana pitcher.
Looking at him to help himself out here. He gave up a run in that last inning.
This one's roped past the third baseman into left field.
And that's one way to start it.
Exactly. Big hit there for Felderworth. And he's aboard with 1 away. The batter will be Sheldon Sylvie. Sylvie's been on base. Looks down for a sign. Finally gets one from Griff. Nikos comes set. And that one is high to the 8th place hitter. 1-0. As the Bulldogs still using classic signs, not the wristbands, as that one goes back to the screen and Felderworth takes second base.
Nikos really didn't really look at Felderworth there, and Felderworth took advantage of that. And either way, he was going to be safe. Ball got past catcher, pitching out of the box.
The next to Sylvie, way high. And he's pitching himself into a little bit of trouble here. He's going to have to come back on Sheldon. Conaway comes set. Sylvie's ready. And he has to dive out for that one. Does the catcher. It's a walk to the 8th place hitter, and that'll bring in Crabtree.
Sylvie's drawn the walk twice today. I mean, that's what you want from the bottom of your lineup is getting somebody on. That's in ways to generate runs because the top of the lineup is coming.
Now first and second with 1 out. Conaway looks at that runner and throws a pitch outside. Gets away from the catcher, but the runners will stay put. 1-0. And in Crabtree, you got a batter that's struggling. You just got to throw him strikes. And he hasn't been able to do it yet. That one goes high. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Playing off the line at third. There's a strike called. 2-1.
And I don't even think that Nikos is, upset about having runners on. I don't think that's concerning him. I think he's just concerned with finding the strike zone right now and being able to throw a strike.
Bounces that, and the runners will advance. Second and third now with just one out. Takes the force play out, and the count in the batter's favor, 3 balls and a strike. Conaway ready again, and the next pitch, high and a walk. So he's walked the 8th place, walked the number 9 man, and back to the top of the order, and a whole lot of trouble waiting, starting with Will Shepard. Nowhere to put Shepard. First pitch he sees is called a ball outside. 1-0.
Don't want to put anybody on here. Don't want to walk anybody, but we also, like we said before, you don't want to be too fine. But we got to find a strike zone here. We got to find a consistent strike zone.
That one up high, 2-0 to the Louisiana shortstop. Louisiana trying to bust this game open. Up high again, 3-0. McCormick waits on deck. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, and the bases are loaded. Called a strike.
He likes those lower pitches though, so I'm not surprised by the call. I'm just surprised that this far into the game, that's the call.
3-1. Next from Nikos. Big swing and a miss, or a foul tip. Right at his feet.
I like the aggressiveness of Shepard there. You know, Conaway is struggling right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you see a ball and it's a meatball, hit it.
Now the count full. The 3-2, reaching for it and fouls it out of play. Did a good job just getting a piece of that one.
Seems like Nikos is kind of falling into a groove of being able to find that strike zone once again after getting a strike on Shepard.
Foul ball corralled quickly. New ball out on top of the hill. And another 3-2 pitch from Nikos Conaway to Will Shepard. Here it comes. And he missed. And it's 5-2, Louisiana. Coming across to score is Felderworth. And all 3 on base are there via the walk now, after that 1-out hit by Felderworth.
If any time would be a time to call a timeout,
it
would be now.
Go talk to Nikos, as that one is low for ball 1 to Kenny McCormick.
Sometimes just to break that up, that's what you need, and make him think about something other than baseball, other than throwing balls.
The 1-0 is grounded up the middle. Good play. They thought about getting the runner at first, and a nice pick there at first base by Sanders. His Wright's throw was in the dirt. A run comes across to make it 6-2, but they get the out at first base. Now runners at second and third with 2 down.
You know, Latrell Wright saved a run there. I mean, that ball could have found a hole really easily. He got there. He picked that ball up, and he got an out, and that's the important thing there. You can see that he's a little frustrated with himself, but the important thing is he got an out. And as much as it stinks that a run did score, it could have been more than that.
Well, he's kind of talking to Gibson a little bit because he wanted to come home, and Gibson wasn't there. That's why he ended up getting the out at first, as that pitch is high on the first one to Ryan Capps. He wanted the old 6-2-3 double play to end the inning. That's what he was looking for. He was playing extremely shallow.
Yeah, I think he would have got it too with his arm and the way he was charging in on that ball. I think he could have got it if they would have been in position.
2-0 the count to Capps. And the next from Conaway is belted high into right center, and he falls down, does the center fielder Winders, and it's going to be a 2-run double for Capps. That was a long way and a very high fly ball.
He was looking right into the sun.
Yes, he was.
The only thing that I can say is it's a great thing that Jay Scall was where he was, because that ball could have sat there for a little bit if you didn't have somebody right behind. Ryan Capps could have been at third base he's in scoring position now, but just a little bit closer to home plate, putting another run on the board eventually.
It's been an adventure out there in the outfield for the Indians today. The sun here at Wallace Park is not forgiving. Riley Perrine will be the batter, and the first pitch to him misses low and away. Bulldogs up 8-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. That one misses outside. 2-0 to Perrine, with Langley waiting on deck. The 2-0 in the dirt. 3-0, and the runner will advance as the ball skips away from Gibson. Still 2 down. Perrine ahead in the count, 3-0. Here's the next. And he missed high. 4-pitch walk. And there's runners at the corners. Langley would love to get on base and add to this Louisiana lead.
Just really extending this ball game and allowing Louisiana to bust it open, and it hasn't been on really hard hits. I mean, there's been a few, but a lot of this has been mental errors, putting people on, and those are the games that you're going to wish you had back.
Exactly.
Because you know you can do the little things right, and you didn't.
They're singing happy birthday to somebody.
Happy birthday, Mr. Langley.
I think it is, yeah. As Perrine takes second base. Not often you can do that while someone's batting.
No. An odd thing to do.
And I'm not paying the rights to that song. That's an expensive song to sing on air. This one popped high behind short. Backing up on it is Wright, and he makes the catch to end the inning. The Bulldogs strand a pair, but they add to their lead. It's now 8-2 after 3 full innings here from Wallace Memorial Park. Van Far coming up on KJFM.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Back in Wallace Park. Felderworth back on the mound as he's getting into his 4th inning of action. Slow-moving game, but Louisiana has been able to take advantage of some Van Far errors and now lead this game by 6 at 8-2 for the Indians.
Good outing so far for Felderworth, and, what better way than to get your freshman year debut on the mound than with a win. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Here's Hull, Eoff, and Winders. If it's not his actual debut, it's his radio debut.
His radio debut, yeah.
So, Hull, the left fielder, will stride to the plate after this final warm-up pitch from Felderworth. Goes down to second base eventually. I didn't play much catcher, but when the pitch that's supposed to be thrown down between innings bounces, nothing made me more upset than that, because you just want a nice, easy one that you can pop up and throw a strike down to second.
Yeah, I will agree with that. It's like, no, do it again.
Yeah. Let's try this one more time. There's a strike called. See, that would have been the pitch.
That would have been the pitch.
Throw down to second base. As Hull digs in again to the left-hand batter's box. Down 0-1 in the count. The next pitch from Felderworth Called strike 2, and it had Hull walking away.
Attacking the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes. To the number 6 hitter in this Van Far order, and he swings and misses.
Kind of a check swing there.
He goes down. Looks better than a backward K, though. And the leadoff man is retired for Van Far. And he'll bring in Brandon Eoff. DHing today. Doing a little groundwork there in the right-hand batter's box. Now he's ready. And spread on the bat, and he takes a strike called. At some point, the batters are going to catch up to that strike zone and start stepping into that pitch.
Mm-hmm.
The 0-1 in the dirt. It's a ball and a strike to Brandon Eoff. Baseball on KJFM brought to you this week by Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing, 5-Star Concrete, and Prairie's Edge Garden Center. The 1-1 pitch, low, 2-1.
I'm interested to see his swing, like hitting the ball with his hands spread like that. I can think of drills where my hands were spread like that, but I've never swung a bat with my hands spread.
One of the Martins down at Silex held the bat like that, and he absolutely crushed home runs swinging like that.
Really? Huh. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much. He swings with one hand. He removes his hand, so it's just kind of sitting there for 1 second.
The next pitch, back to the screen, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And to the batter, Brandon Eoff.
He flied out to the pitcher last time.
Long look in from Feldworth, and from the full line, he has a sign and delivers. Swing and a miss.
Strike 3.
He got him on that payoff pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the top of the 4th inning. And we'll see if we can get our first 1-2-3 inning of this ball game. We haven't been close to that here this afternoon. And the batter will be Trevor Winders. Winders, first pitch, swing and a miss. Out in front of that one.
Feldworth has 5 strikeouts today so far.
He's ready for another.
He's falling into a groove, finding his strike zone.
Oh, little curve there, swung on and missed. Not sure who the home plate umpire turned around and looked at after that pitch, but it was a swinging strike. And it's 0-2. Feldworth delivers again. This one's grounded back up the middle, past Sylvie, and into short center field. So we don't get our 1-2-3 inning. And it's a hit for the Indians. 2-out hit.
And it looked like Crabtree was sitting high in the zone and Feldworth missed low, and it almost sat over the middle of the plate, which is why it was drove right back up the middle, getting him on. And, 2 strikes on a batter like that, you don't want to throw down the middle.
Exactly. So that takes us to Gaw. He walked last time up, correct? Check on the runner. Back
Yep, he walked on the last one.
Feldworth would love to get him here with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Swing and a miss. Delayed steal. Throw down and in there safely. I think that caught everyone off guard.
Kind of a rainbow throw from Crabtree, but when you're caught off guard, you get what you get.
Exactly. He didn't really step into it, kind of threw it flat-footed. Home plate umpire comes out and does some maintenance on home plate. And the next pitch to Goff. On its way. And that one misses low. And you notice a little difference in the delivery is Feldworth pitching from the stretch, kind of does a delay, a pause in the middle of his delivery.
Almost like a little hitch.
Yeah, well, didn't do it that time. And he throws a strike. See, when he doesn't do it, I think his timing's a little bit better with his release point.
It's all about finding that consistency and what works for you.
Here's the next. Popped up. Mile high on the infield. Shepard calling for it at shortstop, and Will makes the two-handed grab to retire the side. Van Far leaves a runner at second. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 8-2. Louisiana leads the Indians on KJFM.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing and the Mercantile Bank.
It'll be Jordan Luck to lead things off. Luck, Felderworth, and Sylvie. If anyone gets on, Crabtree will bat again here in the home half of the fourth inning for Louisiana. They lead it 8-2 against the Van Far Indians. Van Far's second pitcher still in there, and that's Nikos Conaway. Indians, go ahead.
Looking to get a few more runs here.
Well, we're getting to that point in the game. If they can get up by 10 and hold Van Far one more time, then the ball game would be over.
Mm-hmm.
They need 4 runs to do that.
They've ran the bases well, played in good situations. They could do it.
Luck needs to get on to start this inning if they want to get into that situation, and he takes a ball high on the first pitch he sees from Conaway. The next from Nikos. In the dirt, 2-0 off the plate.
Still struggling to find that strike zone. And that's something as a pitcher. Doesn't matter if you're a baseball, softball pitcher, and I tell my girls this all the time. Pitching is awesome, but it also kind of stinks.
Yeah. Popped up. Short left. Coming out on it is right, and he makes the catch in front of Parker Hall.
Great catch.
For the first out. I think if you're the left fielder, you got to take charge and call him off on that play.
Yeah, he was just kind of fading back, and that's a tough play to make. I'm glad he did, but left field definitely should have had that.
So 1 down, and the base is empty for the pitcher Felderworth, who tattooed a ball past third last time up. Does again down the line, and this one is going to get down. And nice job coming over Hall, and it'll be held him to a single. The way that came off the bat, it kind of got some air under it in the end, but I thought that was going to be a double all the way.
And we also thought he was going to have a triple
Yeah.
at one point.
But he'll take a spot at first base and try and get himself into scoring position with a steal. As that one's taken outside on the first pitch to Sheldon Sylvie. So Louisiana's gotten pretty good production from the bottom half of their order in this ball game.
They're finding their way on base, whether it be from a walk or a hit, and they're finding ways to score.
2-0. As that one missed to Sylvie.
As I was saying earlier, though, pitching is awesome, but it kind of stinks sometimes because you have one little mechanical issue wrong. It completely changes if you're throwing balls or strikes.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter what it is. Could be minor. You can't find the strike zone.
Check on that runner at first. Back in with the belly flop slide was Felderworth. Batter has time. Now he's ready. And the 2-0 pitch. Low and away. 3-0. Crabtree waits on deck. The runner on and 1 out. Sylvie looking for something here. 3-0. And he gets a strike. See if he gets another pitch to hit here on 3-1. Runner goes. Pitch called a strike, and in with the stolen base is Felderworth. Interesting to run there, 3-1.
That's what I was kind of thinking, especially with your pitcher, too.
Yeah.
Just kind of risky.
Count goes full to Sheldon Sylvie. I think maybe he was taking all the way, and that's why Felderworth took the base. Payoff pitch. Grounded back off the glove of Nikos. Wright was holding the runner, or going back to the bag at second, so Conaway had to chase it down, and everyone's safe.
That's one of the hardest things coming from a defensive position such as shortstop, where you're having to make those plays and having to kind of get some range. As a pitcher, you want to let those balls go.
Exactly.
Let somebody else grab it, come up with it, make that play. They can have the field. They see it better than you anyways.
And that's actually what Latrell Wright was, where he was going. He was going to catch that ball up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
First pitch misses to Gavin Crabtree. The 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. Felderworth going to take third as the ball bounced in.
Sylvie stayed at first.
Yes, he did. So runners at the corners now with 1 out and a 2-0 count to Crabtree. We saw him hit one over the center fielder's head earlier this season here at Wallace Park as the runner from first, Sylvie, takes second. So now there's 2 in scoring position. Crabtree can put a swing on if he needs to.
A chance for some continuous productivity from the bottom of the lineup for the Bulldogs.
That one called a strike. 2-1, I believe, is the count. And the next, fouled back to the screen. There's that cut we were talking about. The Louisiana catcher, he's got some muscle in those arms. He digs back in. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Nikos threw a good pitch there on 2-2, and we go back to the top of the order now with 2 outs. Runners on second and third.
It was a great comeback pitch from Nico, especially after the innings that he's had this inning and then the last. And making that error recently, you have to come back with something, and that's a pick-me-up.
First pitch to Will Shepard is outside for ball 1. Shepard has kept it on the infield predominantly today. A couple of infield hits, I think.
Yep. Third base both times, and then
that one back to the screen and gets away, but the runners stay put. Pitch was a ball, and it's 2-0 to Will Shepard, and he'll get something to hit here. How about he's hacking here, 2-0. Well, took it, high strike to the right-handed hitting Louisiana shortstop. 2-1. The next from Conaway is grounded to the third baseman. Where else? Stutter step, throw over, and good dig there at first base by Dayton Sanders to retire the side. Louisiana leaves a pair aboard, still lead this game 8-2 as we head to the 5th inning on KJFM.
Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the fifth inning here at Wallace Memorial Park. It's the Louisiana Bulldogs 8 and the Van Far Indians 2. Van Far actually scored first in this ball game in the top of the first inning. Latrell Wright with a single, stole second, stole third, and scored on an Ecos Conway ground out. Then the wheels kind of fell off in the bottom of the second inning as Ayers led to 4 runs for the Bulldogs. And it's been all Louisiana from there. They did strand a couple on that last half inning. And now the ball gets away from Felderworth, and that'll delay his warm-up tosses. It just seems like everyone playing a half a turn of the dial down today.
Mm-hmm. But Felderworth's been pitching great. That's a perk to this game. I mean, freshman getting that good outing and impressing the coach, impressing the fans.
Uh-huh.
Top of the lineup for the...
Actually, he's a sophomore, but I think this is his first varsity game this season.
Top of the lineup, though, for the Indians. Latrell Wright will get things started off.
And this is where Van Far needs to make a push, is here in this top of the fifth inning. Outs are starting to get a little scarce, and you got to put some runs on the board if you want to get back into this ball game.
Wright's been on every time.
Yes, he has.
So, this is a good way to get started. Top of the lineup, best hitters.
I don't know if I'd play him quite as deep. I know he hits the ball hard, but if you're playing on the outfield grass like Shepard is, you're not going to have much chance to throw him out at first.
Yeah, he's pretty quick, and I think that he's a hitter that kind of finds holes.
Yeah.
Which is going to be dangerous if you're playing him the way that they're playing him right now.
First one was up and in. Sent Latrell leaning backward. There's a strike on the outside corner, so they go outside after the pitch inside, and Latrell looks out to Felderworth and goes, I see how it is.
A very flamboyant personality.
1-1 the count, and the next from Felderworth, over his head. 2-1. So do you look back outside on this one?
I'm thinking looking outside here.
Felderworth strolls back on top of the rubber. And the 2-1 offering. Hit in the air. Center fielder has a long way to go. Right fielder coming over, and making the catch is Ryan Camps. Not usually an outfielder, but he got a beat on that one and is able to retire right for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, you got a great read on that ball, and that's the best part about it because your center fielder probably couldn't see that ball with the sun, and he had some shade, and he was able to see that ball a little bit longer, and he was able to get over there and catch that for the first out.
They were definitely shading right to hit it toward left field. Now a bunt and almost caught by Crabtree.
Almost like a push bunt.
Yeah.
Don't see that. You don't see that baseball.
No.
That's a softball thing.
Yeah. 0-1 the count to Gage Gibson. Here with one out and the bases empty in the top of the fifth inning. Felderworth has his sign. And the 0-1. Make it 0-2 on a swing and a miss. Swinging away on 0-1. And was behind that pitch.
Looking to the top of the zone again for Felderworth. Crabtree is.
Wasn't chasing.
Not a bad idea.
No. As Felderworth still ahead in the count, 1-2. Has a sign, a little more normal target this time, and he hit him. Hit by pitch, puts a runner aboard. That's not what you want to do if you're ahead in the count and trying to put away a team.
Yeah. Now we're 3-4-5 for the lineup.
And striding to the plate is Nikos Conaway, the lefty. We'll dig in, and Sylvie better be ready here. He's going to have to cover all the ground with them holding the runner at first base. If I were Felderworth, I'd stay to the outside against his left-hand hitter. Instead, comes inside with him. And misses 1-0.
He's really pretty worried about Gibson over there, and you can kind of see his whole demeanor kind of changing a little bit. Really nervous about that runner. I say attack the batter.
Exactly. Check on that runner, and his lead was only about 2.5 steps. Still slid back in head first.
At this point, you know, if he steals second base, he steals second base. But you have to get 2 more outs, and you can only do that by focusing on the batter at the plate. You also have a 6-run lead.
Exactly. Little flailing swing there, and the ball fouled out of play into the Louisiana side of the spectators. Conaway will dig back in. Felderworth has his sign. Looks back at that runner at first. Now comes set. Comes to the plate with it, and that's a ball inside. That pitch is a strike to a right-hand hitter. Inside to a lefty. Another to Nikos. Ball high. Throw goes down to second, and he is safe. Slid around the tag.
A good throw by Crabtree, though. That was probably the best throw that he's had all day. It was right on the bag, and it was low. It got there in time. Just a good slide.
Where are we at? 3-1?
3-1.
To Nikos Conaway with the runner now in scoring position. Felderworth looks at the runner at second. Looks at him again. Now comes set. The 3-1 pitch. Strike called, and Conaway was running down to first base.
He was not happy about that one.
Nope.
Sometimes I think umpires do that on purpose. So. You thought that was a walk? Get back in here. I called the pitches.
The 3-2. Chopped back to the pitcher. The runner will go to third. They get the out at first. That's the second out. And like you said, make sure you get one. And they do just that. Now they're an out away from getting out of this inning with a runner at third base. And Dayton Sanders will be the batter.
He's made some great digs at first base today. Really sturdy hands and catching that ball. Because that's saving some. They've had some errors, but he's saving them on some of that.
Ball gets away. Bounces all the way back to the pitcher, but heading back to third base.
You never really know where that ball's going to go if it does get past the catcher. Like, sometimes it'll hit the wood and kind of just stay there. Other times it goes to first base, as we saw earlier.
Sanders ahead in the count 1-0. He's nimble over at first base for a big guy, too.
Yeah.
Fouled that one back to the screen. Evens the count at 1-1. They play him straight away, infield and outfield. Deeper in left than right. Felderworth has the sign. Runner takes the lead off of third base. And this one is ripped fair, and it's an RBI hit for Sanders. Just inside the third base line. In to score is Gibson, and it's 8-3.
Great ball placement from Sanders there. I mean, his open stance allowed him to stay on that inside pitch and drive his hands through it because he didn't have to step as close to the plate. He saw that it was coming inside, put his hands through, and pushed that ball right down the line and picked up a run for his team.
Sanders couldn't be lifted again for a pinch runner. He'd already been lifted once, so he'll run for himself. And the pitch outside to Adam Mccurdy. McCurdy struck out a couple of times today. 5-run lead for Louisiana. Van Far has pushed a run across here in the 5th. Up high. 2-0. Sanders takes his lead off of first. The pitch to McCurdy. Swung on and missed.
He's really behind it today, as we've talked earlier in the game. You know, he's not getting his hands through the zone as quick as Felderworth is pitching it, and that's going to cause him to struggle. And even if he does hit the ball, it's just going to be a dribbler at this point.
Well, he's not snapping his wrist through either. He's doing about a three-quarter swing, and this time he had enough muscle to put one into center field. McCormick under it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. That ball traveled a long way for the swing he put on it.
A couple corrections from McCormick to actually get underneath that ball.
We played 4.5. It's time to stretch here at Wallace Park. The Bulldogs lead the Indians 8-3 on Eagle 102.
Insurance and ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Your area sports leader, Eagle 102, gives you the best coverage of high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market, Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Conway back out there for another inning of work as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here. Actually, it is a new pitcher for Van Far. Jace Gaw comes in from right field to become the 3rd pitcher for the Van Far Indians.
They look a lot alike, and they kind of have the same body shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Same hairline, things like that. And earlier, whenever the first inning,
and I'm blind.
They stepped into the Gaw had stepped into the box, and I was like, they're hitting out of order.
Yeah.
I thought it was Nikos Conaway.
And he's switch hitting. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was like,
So Gaw becomes the 3rd pitcher here for the Van Far Indians, and we'll see how they moved around, if Conway's out there in the outfield now, or because Wright's not giving up shortstop.
It looks like he may have shifted to right field, if my eyes are being
No,
correct.
it's center field. Center field.
Center field? Oh.
Yep. Yeah, so the center fielder moves over, I believe. Winders moved to left. Is that 15 hole out there in right now?
10, yep. I think it's 15. Flash your jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
Show me what you got.
Well, while we try to identify him, we'll look at
Yep, it's him.
New pitcher Gaw as the throw goes down. And we're ready for play here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it'll be McCormick to lead things off. Made a nice play in center field to end the last half inning, so he gets to lead off the bottom half.
Made a really good play.
He'll dig in and be the first batter to face Gaw.
He's a really quiet player, I think.
Yeah.
but he consistently does really good things. I feel like we say his name when we do these broadcasts.
Exactly. Gaugh's getting a lot of coaching there from Latrell Wright, and his first pitch sails high to the right-hand hitting Kenny McCormick.
As a senior, Latrell Wright, he's gotta prepare him.
Exactly.
He's not gonna be here anymore. Somebody's got to get him in tune and condition.
Outside, 2-0 to Kenny.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah. The only talking I did was to myself on the diamond. I did a lot of talking to myself. That one fouled back. And a 2-1 count to McCormick.
I was a dugout talker. I'd pull him aside in the dugout. Hey, why'd you do that? Let's talk about it.
When I was pitching, I was at the end of the dugout all by myself.
Yep. I was the same. I would stand by the water cooler and be like, not blatantly don't talk to me, but don't talk to me.
Exactly. Swing and a miss by McCormick, and the count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Kenny McCormick, here in this bottom of the 5th inning. The next from Gaugh, reaching for that one. Probably a good thing. That's been a strike most of the day. And McCormick stays alive by fouling that off the screen. 2-2. Couple of dogs out here enjoying the game.
I enjoy seeing the dogs whenever I go to these games. I actually took a couple pictures of dogs. I wanted to make like an archive. Baseball dogs.
Outside, and the count goes full, 3-2.
Not hot dogs. Regular dogs.
They do have the best dogs here, the hot dogs.
That's what you've said. I haven't tried one yet, though.
Where are you on this one?
I don't know.
3-2. Ball high. It actually fell kind of in the zone, but when it crossed the plate, it was high. And a leadoff walk to McCormick as drew that from a 2-2. Took a couple of close pitches and gets the walk, and now he'll be on for Ryan Camps.
Bulldogs are getting their at-bats in today.
Yes, they are.
Making their way through the lineup quite a bit. I think this is the
fourth time around.
Time through. Yeah.
Camps takes a strike. Ball gets away. McCormick not going anywhere.
Not a bad decision. He didn't have a very good leadoff. So.
No. 0-1 to the right fielder today for the Louisiana Bulldogs, Ryan Camps. Takes that one inside for ball 1, and McCormick will go to second as it gets back to the screen again. Kind of stayed back at the screen that time. Runner at second. Nobody out. 8-3 Louisiana lead. They're trying to add to that as Camps tried to golf that one and didn't keep it on the fairway.
He really wants to hit today. You can definitely tell in his approach. Like, he doesn't want to be walked.
No.
He wants to hit the ball, and he wants to hit it hard and far.
Exactly. I was talking to him after the game, the Highland game, and he wants a home run here at home. And this one is hit a ton into center field, very high. And coming over, and did he make the catch? He did.
He did.
He had to go a long way, fight the sun.
Great catch.
Yeah, looking straight up into it.
Tough catch. I mean, he had to float backwards, and then the ball, whenever he could actually see it, he almost caught it at the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But came up with the out, and that's what you can ask for, all you can ask for as a pitcher out on the mound.
That was Conaway out there in center field making that catch. There's a strike called on the first pitch to Perrine. What's Riley done today?
Riley has had a slow ground ball to third base and a hard ground ball to shortstop, and he's walked. So he's found his way on a couple times. Actually, every time.
This one will hang up. Wright makes the catch behind shortstop on the outfield grass. So back-to-back flyouts. And there's still a runner at second base now with 2 away. The batter is going to be Ryan Langley. So Langley digs in.
He's had a strikeout today and a ground ball to shortstop and a fly out to shortstop. So, left side of the field.
And he takes one off the plate here. McCormick going to try for third. The throw is high and goes into left field, and McCormick's going to score. McCormick crosses the plate. That's an E2. And it's 9-3. So the Bulldogs get that run back from the last half inning. And now the RBI opportunity has been erased for Langley.
Be looking to start something again for the Bulldogs with 2 outs, 2-out rally.
And he takes a strike and is behind in the count. What, ball and 2 strikes? Or
Ball
is it
and 2 strikes.
1-2. Gall, long look in, and from the full line delivers. And that one is ripped, and on the run, Conaway makes the catch. He was shading him, and that is the kind of luck Langley's had today. That's a nice play by Conaway. He kind of played it like an infielder.
Yeah, that was a great play from Conaway. I mean, he slid to make that catch. Saved a run, or saved a rally.
Exactly. 9-3 our score. After 5 full, we head to the 6th. Vanfar coming up, trailing the Bulldogs by 6 on KJFM.
Known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
6th inning, 9-3. Louisiana leads Vanfar. For the Indians, who are they going to lead off with here? Is it Hull again?
Yes, it's Hull.
Hull, then Eoff and Winders. As Vanfar trails by 6. They scored a run last inning. Made it a 5-run game. Louisiana got it back on an error.
Kenny McCormick making that run happen for the Bulldogs, using his wheels around the bases and making it all the way home.
Stole second after a walk. Was trying to take third on a wild pitch. Actually didn't have the greatest jump.
No.
A good throw would have got him, but the throw was high and into left field. He was able to stand up and score. Perrine, a little word of encouragement to Felderworth before we start this top of the 6th inning. A left-hand hitting Hull. Digs in for Vanfar. And the first pitch on its way, and he swings and misses.
Hull really wanted that ball. I mean, he was ready. I think he stepped in the box and said, I'm swinging.
Exactly.
Didn't matter where it was. He was going to swing.
Trying to run into one there. The 0-1. 0-2. Took the inside pitch, called a strike. I think this umpire doesn't like guys diving out of the way.
No.
On a pitch that's really not that far inside. 0-2. And the next is hit into right and caught by Camps. They were playing him shallow, played him perfectly, and that's the first out. Thought that one was going to sneak down until I turned my head and saw Ryan standing right there.
Yeah, all he had to do was make a couple steps in, and he had that ball. He was shaded perfectly and didn't really have to move too much to catch that ball and get whole out for the first one.
That'll bring in Brandon Eoff, the DH. As Felderworth blows one past him, 0-1. Eoff digs back in.
We've been talking about his hands being far apart all day, and now the crowd's kind of telling him to put his hands closer together.
I think that's a relative. One in the dirt, 1-1 the count. And the next on its way. Called a strike. Had the catcher, Crabtree, actually sliding out to catch it, but called a strike, and it's 1-2. He readjusts the batting glove on the bottom hand. He's ready for the 1-2 pitch. On its way. A little too far outside this time. Count even at 2-2. 9-3 is the Louisiana lead. Indians need some base runners here. That one misses low, and the count goes full at 3-2.
Not a bad pitch there from Felderworth. I mean, it was called a strike earlier in the count, and he tried to attack that zone again and see if Eoff would actually swing at it this time.
Payoff pitch. He misses high, and it's a one-out walk to Eoff. That'll bring in Trevor Winders.
Not the way you want to start this inning, but got one out.
And a double play still ends the inning. You have to see a double play today. Look at the runner at first. Now Felderworth looks again. Gets his sign and comes set. Instead of check on that runner at first and diving back into the outside of the bag is Eoff. Another look over there at first. Now Felderworth comes set. He'll deliver the first pitch and reaching out for it. And no idea where it was. Luck had no clue where that ball was, and it gets past him. The runner will go all the way to third. It's a double for Winders. And the bottom of the order putting something together here for the Van Far Indians.
As we've talked, that sun is brutal out there for the outfielders. It started in center and right field, and now it's shifting over to the left field area. And like you said, Luck had no idea where that ball was. I mean, he was breaking right, and the ball was going left.
And the batter will be Gaw. Ball was hit right on the sweet spot by Winders. This one fouled over the Louisiana dugout. 0-1 to the number 9 man, Gaw. He's the pitcher now for the Indians, third pitcher of the day. Louisiana sticking with their starter, Siler Felderworth. Oh and 1. Felderworth comes set. And the next. 0-2 right down the middle.
Felderworth is doing a great job today, I think, of focusing on the batter and attempting to get in out. In out. You just need one at a time. One pitch at a time, one out at a time. That's how you win ball games.
0-2 to the number 9 man, choking up now 0-2, and he takes strike 3. Big strike out there for Felderworth. And now there's runners at second and third with 2 outs. You got the person one up there, though, and Latrell Wright. He's singled and scored a run. That was back in the first inning. Retired for the first time last time up.
That was a fly out to left field. Which, if he hit that ball that way this time, I don't know if it would be an out.
No. That ball gets almost got away. Hit the home plate umpire.
Yeah. You can't help the other team.
1-0 the count. To Wright. You got Gibson on deck. I think Latrell's telling him where he wants it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Swing and a miss. It's a good pitch.
He's a talkative guy.
Oh, yeah. Always makes it a point to say hello when the bus gets here. The 1-1 to the plate, up and in. 2-1. Runners at second and third. Eoff took the walk. Winders with a double. And the 2-1 offering to Latrell Wright. Up high, 3-1. There's 2 down. I'm not giving him anything to hit here, 3-1.
No, I'm not. No.
If he's going to swing, he's going to have to extend his zone.
Swing of the bat, he could possibly add 2 or 3 runs to Vanfar's score.
Uh-huh. The 3-1 pitch. What did he call?
He called it a strike.
It looked like he was pointing toward first base.
That's how he's calling strikes today.
He's getting some grief for it, too.
Uh-huh.
3-2.
He takes it well, though.
Uh-huh.
I think as an umpire, you have to expect it. It's coming.
This one kind of handcuffed him a little bit. Going to have to hurry. Sylvie throw it first, and he got him. 4-3 on the putout. Vanfar leaves a pair aboard. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Louisiana 9, Vanfar 3 on Eagle 102.
Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 can be found on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock Agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Bottom of the 6th. Louisiana coming up with a 6-run lead over Vanfar. Vanfar on their 3rd pitcher of the afternoon in his 2nd inning of work, and that's Jace Gaw. Gaw started the game in right field. Nikos Conaway started the game at shortstop, relieved Latrell Wright, and then went out to center field when Gaw came in.
Luck will be in the batter's box for the Bulldogs. He struck out, had a fly ball to right field, and a fly ball to shortstop.
If you put one in the left now, he knows how that sun field is.
Yep, he was out there. He knows. If I could strategically hit like I used to be able to do, I would do it. Place that ball in left field.
Just go to slow pitch. You can hit it wherever you want in slow pitch. Couple more pitches here for Gaw to get warmed back up. Long conversation going on between the Vanfar coaches and the home plate umpire. but it all seemed cordial.
That's what we can always hope for. You got to keep a good relationship, right? If you want to get some of those calls, you want to be friends with the umpire.
And I don't think any interaction with this home plate umpire could be uncordial.
Not today.
Yeah, he's just
not today at least.
Yeah, he's just too nice of a guy.
He's a really nice guy.
All right, so Luck will lead things off. Then Feldworth and Sylvie, if anyone gets on, Crabtree will bat. Louisiana would like to add to their 6-run lead heading into Van Far's last at bat. And the first pitch from Gaw is popped up. Who wants it? Wright wants it, of course, and he makes the catch for the first out. Second baseman was there, left fielder was there, I think the center fielder was coming in. Everybody was there, Luttrell gets it. And that's one pitch and one out, and bring in Siler Felderworth.
He's had a good day at the plate. He's had a double and 2 singles.
He moved up in the box just now. Big step forward and takes the ball in the dirt.
He wanted it. Didn't break his wrist over it, though.
1-0 the count. He doesn't look comfortable.
No.
But he's been producing all day. And a big swing and a foul tip back to the screen.
I don't think his load looks comfortable by any means, but his swing looks natural, fluid. And I think that's really the piece that's getting him on base. But I will agree, he does not look comfortable.
The next, called a strike on the outside corner.
Really long, drawn-out strike.
Yeah, almost reminiscent of Frank Drebin or Enrico Palazzo, whatever you want to go with, at the end of the Naked Gun. 2-2. Out in front of this one. Popped up. And we'll get over the side fence past the Louisiana dugout.
I lost that one. I was looking all around for it. Maybe it's because these lights are coming on.
They are trying to even things up with those lights coming on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Shadows creeping across now. The only sun field is left field. Another 2-2. Goes back to the screen. Actually, that's makes it 2-2. Felderworth back in there. And the pitch from Gaw on its way. Popped up again on the infield. Second baseman wants it, and Mccurdy makes the catch for the second out. So a pair of infield pop-outs. And the first 2 retired for the Bulldogs. Brings in Sheldon Sylvie. And they just haven't had God timed out yet.
Sylvie has walked twice today, and he's had a ground ball to the pitcher, but he reached on error, so he's been on base every single time.
Reaching for this, hits it in the air, and again, the second baseman, Mccurdy, makes the catch on a looping line drive to end the inning. Our first 1-2-3 inning.
I think that Luttrell Wright could have had that ball.
Right?
He was at second base.
Yep. He let Mccurdy have this one, and we played 6 full innings. Heading to the 7th, last chance for Van Far in a 9-3 game on Eagle 102.
Missouri and Bowling Green, Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the 7th inning we go. 9-3 Louisiana leads here over Van Far. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Indians, Gibson, Conaway, and Sanders, if anyone gets on Mccurdy. And they'll be facing a new pitcher for Louisiana as into the ball game is Cole Martin to pitch. He wears number 17. Another righty in there for the Bulldogs in relief of Feldworth.
Looking to close out this game for the Bulldogs.
I can imagine that Feldworth was at his pitch limit, going 6 full here in a slow-moving game, a lot of base runners, and just a sophomore. So, yeah, he doesn't have the amount of pitches to give that the upperclassmen do. So Martin in to try and close this one out. Not a save situation, but would love to have a 1-2-3 outing. Louisiana hasn't recorded a 1-2-3 inning all afternoon. In fact,
they came close.
Yeah, we just had our first 1-2-3 for either side in the bottom of the 6th. Baseball on Eagle 102, brought to you this week by Aloha Woodfire Pizza, Bowling Green Lumber, and Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace. Also by County Market in Vandalia, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, and Peachtree Farms. Glad you're with us on KJFM Radio, the KJFM Radio app, kjfmradio.com, your Alexa-enabled device. Wherever you're with us, we're glad you're here. Enjoying high school baseball on a Friday evening here from Wallace Memorial Park in Louisiana.
Beautiful weather for baseball, though. This is ideal weather.
Well, they need to go ahead and finish this off before the sun goes down now.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've worn shorts to a game this year. It's starting to get a little chilly.
I debated it. And then I was like, the last time I went lighter, it got colder, so we'll wait for a little while for that.
One more warm-up pitch for Martin. Well, maybe one more after this. I'm not sure where the home plate umpire. Oh, there he is. He's having a conversation with some of the Feldworths. I guess he can talk to him now that the starter for the Bulldogs is out of the ballgame. Throw goes down, and we're ready for baseball here in the top of the 7th inning as Gibson will dig in. Come on, put the helmet on, man. There we go.
They'll be there after the game, right?
He's still talking to him. Put on your mask, buddy. 9-3 our score here. Louisiana ahead of Van Far, looking for win number 6 on the season. Martin in relief of Feldworth delivers his first pitch, and it is a strike called. That one came out of his hand like a rocket. It didn't. Yeah. He didn't have the arm extension that I think I thought would produce a pitch like that.
I mean, it's really a short windup for him. His arm slot isn't very high.
That one nubbed at the plate on another straight fastball, and Martin ahead of Gibson 0-2.
Gibson's been hit by a pitch. He struck out, and he hit a fly ball to the pitcher today.
Martin ready again. The 0-2 pitch to Gibson. Strike 3 called on a low pitch in the zone, and that's the first out here in the top of the 7th for the Indians. And we'll bring in the left-hand hitting Nikos Conaway. Martin's first pitch to him is low for ball 1. No balls, one ball, no strikes. Base is empty. One away. The next from Cole Martin to Nikos Conaway is inside for ball 2.
Nikos has hit the ball back up the middle twice today, right to the pitcher for a ground ball out, and he has walked.
Long look in. Now set is Cole Martin. And the 2-0 pitch goes back to the screen, 3-0. So after striking out Gibson on 3 pitches, the first 3 to Conaway have missed.
Just needs to come back with one here. Get back in it.
He has his sign, come set. And the 3-0 offering is outside a 4-pitch walk. And we won't have that 1-2-3 inning from the Bulldogs today, and it'll bring in Dayton Sanders. It just didn't look like he was comfortable pitching to a left-hand hitter.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's the left-handed batter that got him. We'll see what he does with Sanders being a righty. But he did have a line drive down the left field line, his last at bat for a single.
Sanders digs in. He put that ball about 6 inches inside third base to drive in a run. Runner goes, and the pitch is back to the screen. Making the turn, heading back to second is Conaway. That's 5 straight out of the zone after a strikeout to start the inning.
Cole Martin, I mean, he's throwing really hard, but he's having trouble finding a consistent arm slot, I think, which is his biggest problem here, is why he can't throw a strike.
1-0. See if he can find it here. Up and in, 2-0. And Sanders leaning out of the way.
And you can kind of tell that he's struggling, and you can see it on his face. He's kind of shaking his arm, shaking his hand.
2-0. 6 straight balls. And the next, he looks at that runner at second base. Big lead for Nikos. There's a strike as that one's nubbed foul and to the on-deck circle. We've got a pinch hitter, actually who's been the flex player all day. Rigo is in the on-deck circle.
Freshman.
2-1. Martin delivers. That's fouled back to the screen. He's come back to the zone with 2 straight.
And Sanders wants a hit here.
Dayton put 2 good swings on him. That one he just missed on, and it's 2-2. Was a bubble with his bubble gum, now ready again for a 2-2 pitch. 1 out, a runner at second, and that one goes high over the head. Throw down to third is late, and Conaway now 90 feet away. And the count goes full to Sanders. He takes a deep breath and steps back in. Martin comes set. Cole kicks and delivers. And it's low. And that's back-to-back walks, and there's runners at the corners.
As we mentioned, Morgan Rigo is going to hit, and he hasn't been at the plate today. He's only played defense, so.
Had a good day fielding third.
Yeah, he has.
And they will lift Sanders for a pinch runner, so his day is done.
Opportunity to pick up a run here for the Indians.
You're down 6. They've given you a couple of walks. You got runners at the corners, 1 out, and Morgan digs in. The pitch from Cole Martin. Swung on and missed. Throw goes down to second, and they almost tried to score the run. Back into third is Conaway. So it is a stolen base.
And
then they threw the ball away again, huh?
I was like, well, Nikos may score. You don't know.
Good job backing it up by Langley there. Count 0-1. Morgan digs back in. Martin comes set. Just missing. Evens the count at 1-1. They load the bases here. It might get interesting. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Cole Martin in relief comes set. And this one is hit over the third baseman into short left field. Locke has some trouble with it. 2 runs are going to come across, and it's 9-5 here in the 7th inning.
Making that last inning exciting.
It's a 4-run game. Big hit there by Rigo in his first at bat of the day.
Coming in that situation, you were looking for something to make your day pretty good at the plate, and that was, that knocked it out of the park there.
So it'll bring in Parker Hull. And now Rigo will be replaced at first base. And the batter will be Hull. Parker Hull. The runner on, just 1 out. 2 runs in for Van Far in the inning. And another lefty, and Martin had a little trouble pitching to a lefty earlier. Looking over his shoulder at that runner, now a step off and a half slide back into the bag. Get down, get dirty. It's your first action of the day.
That black jersey should be dirty.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Parker Hull. So he starts the second lefty he sees with a strike. 9-5 now. They never put the runs up on the scoreboard here at Wallace Park. But they put 2 across now. As soon as I say that, they put them on. There's a swing and a miss. The runner will take second. Defensive indifference there.
He's sitting down at second base. He looked at the umpire like, am I safe? Did I make it?
They didn't throw, kid. Hall in a 1-1 count. Here's the next. Swing and a miss. Actually, that was a 0-2 pitch and a strikeout of Hull for the second out. Now Van Far down to their final out. With a runner at second in a 4-run game. That'll be Brandon Eoff. He drew a walk last time up.
Strikeout before that, and then he had a fly ball out to the pitcher.
First pitch to him in this at bat. Hit him. And there's runners at first and second. And the tying run will be in the on-deck circle. The batter will be Winders.
He's had a pretty successful at bat the last time. He had a double to left field. That was the one that Luck kind of lost in the sun.
I don't think that's going to happen to Jordan again.
Not going to happen this time.
As he can comfortably see everything now. First pitch to him. And a strike right down the middle. And he says, yep, that's what it was. First and second, 2 outs. And the 0-1 pitch to Winders. Comes to the plate.
Oh.
And it's a foul ball.
Hits him, but it's a foul ball because he turned into it like a swing. Looked like it hit him in the stomach.
I think it got some bat first.
Mm-hmm. Umpire didn't know what was going on. He was asking for help from others. Are you sure it hit him? Was it a foul ball?
It's an 0-2 count now. And the next for Martin. Outside. A ball on 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Cole Martin trying to shut the door here on these Van Far Indians. His pitch off the side wall. Had the on-deck hitter Gaw running.
Good jump on that pitch.
Winders has another chance here. 1-2. Force at any base for the Bulldogs. And that one's high. Gets away, no one's moving. Is that a 6 out there? Is that Skylar Penley?
Yeah.
The pinch runner at second base. All right, deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. The pitch from Martin. Low and away, and the count goes full. And everybody's going to be running here.
The Indians are having some fun over there in their dugout. I think it's the most fun that they've had all day.
Maybe all season.
You just kind of have to have that approach, though. I know it's tough, but you got to have some fun.
The 3-2 pitch. Pop that one over us. And all the way onto field 2. Nine to 5, our score here in the top of the 7th inning. Louisiana a strike away for Van Far. They'd love to get this batter on. And he reaches and hit off of Langley. They're going to have to hurry at first. Everybody's safe. A run's going to come across. That's Penley. And over to third goes Eoff, and the tying run will come to the plate.
That was a tough play. That ball was hit really, really hard. And I think that Langley tried to get his body in front of it, ran up his arm. But after that, we didn't want to make that throw.
Yeah.
If you could have, you had, who is that? Is that Sylvie at second base?
Uh-huh.
He's quick enough. He could have ran over there and tagged it just as fast as he could have waited for somebody to get over there. And that's where that error comes into play. Another run scores.
9-6. And the number 9 man, Gaw, comes to the plate as the potential tying run. And beyond that, you got Latrell Wright. He's gonna coach up his number 9 hitter. Meeting on the mound is over.
He's really coaching
Yes,
him up.
he is. He's taking him through the whole swing.
All he needs is a tee and a net.
Yeah.
Give us a few minutes.
We'll be right back. 9-6, our score here in the 7th with 2 outs. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. They're going to let him have second. So again, it's second and third. Here with 2 outs. And the pitch was a strike. And the next from Cole Martin. Strike 2, and Van Far down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Second and third, 2 outs. 9-6. Louisiana trying to hold on for their 6th win of the season, and they got it. Strike 3 called, and this ball game comes to an end. Our final, Louisiana 9, Van Far 6. Postgame show coming up for you next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle Postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for ego, power beyond belief.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
A 9-6 win for Louisiana, but I think both these teams have something they can take away from this game. Van Far, I think that's their highest run output of the season, so something to kind of smile about there. They got hits from all parts of their order, some contributions from the bottom half, and Louisiana, they did enough. They had a sophomore pitching starting this game. He went 6 innings, pitched pretty well, and gave up 3 runs. And I think only a couple of those were earned. So I think there's positives for both teams after this 9-6 Louisiana win over Van Far.
I'll agree with that. I think that Van Far proved to themselves that they can do this, that they can score more than 2 runs, and that they can compete against an EMO conference team. Like, Louisiana has been playing pretty well, and we've talked about that before the game. Louisiana came into this game probably thinking, oh, they're 0-11.
Exactly.
And then when you think that way, sometimes those late innings, they sneak up on you. When you take those outs off, you take those plays off, it sneaks up on you. And the Indians proved that in the last inning, and they were right there, and they had the opportunity to even tie the game. And I think that was the biggest takeaway for me. It was the Van Far Indians proved that they could do something.
Yeah, whenever you have a chance there in your final at-bat to be in a ball game, I think you have to be fairly happy, especially when you're down 9-3 at one point. To get that tying run to the plate, that's something that Louisiana can definitely smile about here this afternoon. We'll take a break. We'll come back, wrap things up here from Louisiana after this on the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is the Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
9-6 our final. It was Louisiana over Van Far here this afternoon. And let's see here. Trying to see if we've got a schedule for next week as of yet. It looks like Monday, Bowling Green versus Hannibal, and then Thursday, Louisiana versus Monroe City. are the two games we're looking at for next week. Some more baseball coming up for you here on KJFM in the very near future. This was an entertaining one. It was long.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seemed to take as long or longer than it should have, but a win for Louisiana, 9-6, and like I said from the outset of this postgame show, Vanfar, a lot of things to build upon.
Yeah, good
from this
things
game.
to take away from both sides, I think, this evening.
Vanfar actually scored first in this one with a run in the top of the first. Louisiana took the lead for good in the bottom of the second inning, scoring 4 times, and then added on to it, got it up to a 9-3 lead before Vanfar scores a couple there in the their final at bat to make it 9-6. Before that final out was recorded on a strikeout to end the ball game with the tying run at the plate. So a fun one here this afternoon. I enjoyed it, Maddie.
I enjoyed it.
So that's Maddie Ingram, Mark Froning saying we'll see you for more baseball Monday right here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.